And I couldn't get a dog sitter, so I'm just gonna sit her there. Yeah. See, I picked Fido up when I was a teenager because I was brought up by my dad, and we weren't allowed to swear in our house. So, because my dad, to be fair, swore for the whole family. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, role model. And yeah, so I picked up Fido from a jumble sale and I said, "Look, Dad," because she's got like a little slot. It's like a swear bank. It's clever, isn't it? Christmas present idea. You heard it here first. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so anyway, I showed it to Dad and said, "Look, Dad, look what I bought." And he said, "Oh, so, not more tat, fuck's sake." Yeah. So I said, "Dad, put 10p in Fido, put 10p. Yeah, so I made sure when I left home that I wasn't going to marry a man that swore. I'm not a big fan of swearing. And I went out with this one boy called Paul, and he hardly ever swore at all. Although he said bugger once. Yeah, and, they don't keep pockets in ladies' clothes. So, it's a sports bra, Amazon, £26.99, and you get it in various colours. That's another Christmas present idea. I know, they just keep coming. I'm the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, anyway. So Paul, he just said that word, you know, the B word. So when I found out he was homosexual, I was only a little bit surprised. No, because when he told me he was gay, I thought he just meant, I'm happy. I did, because he was lovely. I'd take him to meet my family, and he really got on with my brother, who looked like David Beckham. Yeah, Bent It Like Beckham. I love that movie. So obviously we broke up, and then I went on a television dating show. Has anyone seen Blind Date? Yeah. It wasn't that one. Oh, spoiler alert. No, it replaced Blind Date. But the format of Blind Date, right, you had a guy behind a screen and 3 girls on the other side, and the guy just had to ask the girls questions before deciding which girl he's going to take on a date. See, back then, things were so much more innocent. None of this being naked malarkey. I was naked when I watched Blind Date. It was my birthday. I had cake and everything. And the dog didn't lick it off. Gizmo. My real dog died. Anyway, the show I was on, it was nothing like Blind Date, but it was called Love on a Saturday Night, and we're already on the date. Regent's Park is the location, and the guy they have chosen for us, out of hundreds, maybe thousands of candidates, he's good looking, he's got the Prince Charming vibe going on, bullshitter, and for the purpose of this story, which is a true story, I'm going to call him Brad, because that's his name. Anyway, yeah, and us 3 girls, we've got to wear masks, and this is way before the pandemic, so I'm thinking Brad's got a fetish. It turned out he didn't. It was the format of the show, which was a bit embarrassing because I did bring my gimp mask. I'm joking. Do I like the kind of girl that wear a gimp mask? Silence. No. Handcuffs and whip all the way. But I tell you something, guys, since the pandemic, it all just goes in that handbag of mine, because I'm like Mary Poppins for Babe Station, you know. Call me, is what they say, isn't it? Call me. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway, so these masks that us girls have got to wear, they're different colours, red, green and blue. So we look like escaped traffic lights. And depending which colour we are wearing, we've got a nickname to match. So Miss Emerald, green mask, Miss Sapphire, blue mask, and I get to wear the red mask. So I'm Miss Tomato. And then Brad and I, we have to feed the ducks, so there's no budget, obviously. But at least the ducks got fed. Well, you'd think if they'd bothered to turn up. I think they were thinking, oh, don't want to be on this shit show. I've just found 20p. Right. Yeah. I think the ducks had gone to Starbucks. But anyway, Brad and I, we just kept throwing the bread into the water because it's an activity. And then we play Frisbee. And one of the producers asks me to ask Brad a question. So I'm throwing the Frisbee at Brad and I say, Brad, will you marry me? Too soon. I didn't really ask him that. That's second date, isn't it? Oh, don't want to be too clingy. Anyway, yeah, so then I said, Brad, if you were a flower, what type of flower do you think you'd be? That question's always on my mind. And then Brad responded, this is Brad, and he said, self-raising flower! Just to clarify, that's not Brad's voice. I like to do voices. I'm trying to get my voice reel updated, so that's just one voice. Is that all right? It's all right. It's quite a new one. Thanks. Yeah. And then I said, Brad, you are funny. Tick. And then he goes on to say, that's a bloody stupid question. What type of flower do you think I'd be? Another voice. And I know, yeah, it's quite a high one, isn't it? And I said, Brad, as you are so keen to know what kind of flower I think you would be, well, I think you'd be a pansy. I don't see Brad again till the next day when we're in the studio. Because if I'm really honest, guys, he didn't really remind me of a pansy. He reminds me of a thorn, a prick. Is that swearing, prick? Is it? Well, I found 2p, that will do. Yeah. Anyway, I've got to go now because I've just had the flash from Kyle. It reminds me of when I met my husband. Yeah, so... Can you relate? Oh, that old nutshell, yeah. Yeah, that old shut up line. Yeah, I just don't leave you on this. So a few months ago, I watched the whole of Baby Reindeer. Anyone seen that? Yeah. That's not a Christmas film, is it? I wore this and everything. I was all excited. Christmas has come early. Yeah, and I'll tell you what else isn't a Christmas film. Die Hard. Thanks, everyone!